Hello there and welcome along to the Spotlight right here on Voice of the People TV. My name is Kiza K. We'll start the show this morning from the local scene. I don't know how well I've been feeling about the local football and how it's been going over time. I think growing up for me, my dad tells me about the old-time Kano Pillars, Bendel Insurance, stationaries, how it's been over time. And I think I would want to say that we are going back to make the structure okay very well. Now, let's talk about the two-time African CAF Champions League winners and also nine-time MPFL winners, Enyimba Football Club, the defending champions, making everything okay just to see that they get back on track again. Now, moving on the show, the defending champions, Enyimba Football Club, will take on Bendel Insurance in the opening fixture of the 23-24 Nigerian Premier Football League. The match day one encounter will take place at the Enyimba International Stadium in Aba. Runners-up from last season, Remo Stars will also clash with Rivers United, another key fixture of the match day one. Now the Sky Blue Stars will travel to Port Harcourt for the game. Former champions Plateau United will be up against Shooting Stars Sports Club at the Lake Salami Stadium at Damasingba, Ibadan. Newsboys talk about Sport Lagos will host Heartland Football Club in their first ever MPFL game. And that's for the local scene. Come with me, let's talk about where President of Nigerian Football Federation, NFF, Alhaji Ibrahim Musa Kuzau, has challenged the leadership of the Nigerian Premier Football League to join hands together with other stakeholders in helping Nigerian club make progress in continental competition. Speaking while declaring the MPFL General Meeting open in Abuja on Tuesday, the President of Nigerian Football Federation bemoaned the early exit of the two Nigerian representatives in the CAF Champions League, Enyimba International and Remo Stars, stressing that it came as a rude shock to Nigerians. The chairman of the MPFL, Honorable Benga Elegbeleye, showed that the league board will build an achievement of last season by ensuring that Nigerian football regains its pride of place in Africa. Guzau also said on television equipment that will be used to stream live MPFL games in the new season have been deployed in 10 venues across Nigeria. Before I go off this show, off the shelves of this talking about the MPFL, I would want to say I think we've been living on after all is said and done, the more is said and done. But I want to quickly commend the league body. I want to quickly commend the NFF as well, the body governing Nigerian football, the national team. I also want to commend the head of operation for the MPFL, Davison Owumi. I just would say it right when it's been done okay, because I feel like they're making everything okay at the moment. Everybody want to watch games. You could see the turn up, the massive turnaround, the turn up when the fans came around to share Enyimba Football Club last weekend in Aba. You saw how it was for Ali Benghazi of Libya. They actually struggled, but I'm liking the fact that everyone is really commiserating, better word, with the Enyimba side, because I understand how far they want to be out there. And also Daniel Ogumade, the Remo Stars, the Kenya guys in Ogun State, I know how they feel, not really being out there for the Champions League at this stage looks very shambolic. But away from that story, come with me, let's talk about tennis. Third seed Daniel Medvedev raised into US Open second round on Tuesday with a 6-1, 6-1, 6-love victory over Hungary at Attilas Blaze. Medvedev, the 2021 champion in New York, palmed the 41 winner past the unranked journeyman Blazers in one-sided encounter lasting 74 minutes. The Russian will play the winner of the All-Australian clash between Match Purcell and Christopher O'Connell for a spot in the last 32. The world number 3, who was also a runner-up to Rafael Nadal here back in 2019, said he was happy to slide under the radar with much of the spotlight fixed on Carlos Alcaraz and Novak Djokovic. The US Open is still very much open, so don't forget, it's still on. If you're missing out on that, I just want to urge you to please go back and start visiting those games. Look very interesting. I mean, it's like a sleepless night for me. I just want to see how this game goes up. A whole lot of top-notch personalities involved in the game. The like of Iga Swiatek, she's there. Talk about the Serbian international, the 10-6 man, Novak Djokovic, Carlos Alcaraz, Francis Tiafoe. Those amazing personalities still there, keeping it cool, just to make sure the US Open is amazing. Now, let's talk about football, where the transfer window looks very. It comes to a close, better word, it's very, very close, and you can never imagine. September 1st happens to be the day, and today is already Wednesday, so you can do the calculations on your head and would understand that if your club have not signed a player of a choice, then maybe you might just be in the wrong club to watch things look very, very bad for your side. But if your club have really gotten equipped players for the team, then it means you're good to go. Let's talk about Eintracht Frankfurt. France international forward Randal Colomani has told the Bundesliga club side boss he wants to take up Paris Saint-Germain offer to join the league champion. It's no secret anymore that Paris Saint-Germain have made a record offer for me. Mane told reports in Germany on Tuesday. A move to Paris is now a unique chance for me, added the player who scored 23 goals for Frankfurt last season following his move there from Nantes. I want to move to Paris, and I've told my club management that I have to go. I hope Frankfurt will accept this offer from Paris and make possible this transfer. This month, Frankfurt sporting director Markus Akronski dismissed a noting of letting the 24-year-old leave, emphasizing that Colomani's contract runs until 2027. I know he wants to make a move. Who doesn't want to be in a club that will give you a guaranteed trophy? I'm not saying no disrespect to the Eintracht Frankfurt side. There's no disrespect, but there's no comparison. We don't want to compare the Frankfurt side with the League One champions. We know a whole lot of great players, the likes of, Messi has left, Neymar's left. There's also Kylian Mbappe, who's making everything okay. There's Achraf Hakimi, there's a Vitinha, there's a Marco Asensio, there's an Ugarte, Sergio Ramos. We don't want to keep calling the names of those players. Ousmane Dembele, he wants to make a move to join them, but just time will tell if the Colomani Randall will be joining the Parisian side. Moving on, let's talk about the Belgian striker who has been making the news all over the world right now. His name is Romelu Lukaku. Belgian striker Romelu Lukaku has agreed a deal to move to Serie A outfit Roma this ongoing summer transfer window. The 30-year-old is about to move from Chelsea to Roma on a season-long loan. He was loaned to Serie A club Inter Milan last season. The fee of the deal is reported to be in the region of £8 million. The deal is on track to be completed before the summer transfer window ends on Friday, September 1st. Roma manager Jose Mourinho previously coached Lukaku at the Premier League club Man United. Lukaku was linked to a move to Juventus, Inter Milan, and a move to the Saudi Pro League side this summer window. Lukaku joined Chelsea in the summer of 2021 for a fee of £97.5 million. He's yet to make an appearance for Chelsea this season. The Blues are currently 10th in the Premier League, standing with a 4 point after 3 games. Roma are 13th on the Serie A table with 1 point from 2 matches in the division. Good news for Lukaku. Maybe, yes, just maybe. I would like to say it sometimes in life, you never know until you try. Reasons being the fact that Lukaku wants to make a move now to Roma, and he feels he still has a lot to offer in European scene. He doesn't want to go make a move to the Saudi Pro side. He feels like, yes, I'm cool enough to go. Already Inter Milan, it's a no-go area because they already have Marcus Thuram. Now, Lukaku needs to go to a place where he feels very much comfortable. Chelsea has laid him off in the sense that he doesn't have a jersey number. Mauricio Pochettino don't feel like Lukaku is cool enough for his squad. He's trying to do a rebuilding in Chelsea. The structure looks very amazing. But right now, he's going to be reuniting with his former manager, Jose Mourinho, who I believe would, make him a better player again. Lukaku, of course, we know, has been exceptional over time, but he's not been consistent. That's just the problem he's facing. So Lukaku right now, being in Chelsea, leaving for Roma, would it be a good move for me? Yes. Would it pay off? Maybe time will tell. Come with me, let's jump into the next story where Liverpool defender Virgil van Dijk has charged with acting in an improper manner after he was sent off at Newcastle on Sunday. Van Dijk was shown a red card following his foul on Newcastle Alexander Isak in the first half of Liverpool 2-1 at St James Park. The Netherlands international centre-back was furious with the decision and initially refused to leave the pitch as he argued with referee John Brooks. Van Dijk currently has 1 match ban, ruling him out of this weekend game against Aston Villa, but the suspension could be increased after the charge by the Football Association on Tuesday by using abusive and insultive language towards the official. Virgil van Dijk has until Friday to respond to the charge. Speaking immediately after the Newcastle game, Liverpool Ball-shaking club has slammed the decision to dismiss his defender, and that was a bad one. Do I really want to start with indiscipline? I think from me, where I'm coming from, I want to say that the game is love, the game is passion, the game is amazing, a great word, but intellect and discipline happens to be key for me at the time. Virgil van Dijk did not act like a leader. He's a skipper of the side, and I respected him over time. I've always respected him, and I felt like he should have watched his words. The Premier League now looks very highly competitive over time. In the last 2 decades right now, you could attest, you can actually agree with me that it's been one of the best leagues in the world and also very, very strong side. You want to be in the Premier League, you need to up your game. Now, Virgil van Dijk, who happens to be the skipper of the Reds, Liverpool to be exact, I, for one, would have said he should have controlled himself. I know the game was very intense. I understand the what's the word to say? I understand that the atmosphere at that point looks very high, but being the skipper of the side against a Newcastle side, you know you're playing away from home and you're visiting the St. James Park. You know how we can actually get a beat at all time. What you needed to do was to control yourself, condole your team, control the game, control your players, better word. But the reverse was the case. He did not do what he was meant to do, and it was being shown the red card. So I'm not surprised to see it, you know, I don't even, my opinion though, don't get me wrong, don't get it twisted. I'm only trying to say, I don't see his response coming to be alive. I feel like he's going to go on the ban, trust me. Now, still talking about transfers on the show quickly. Super Eagles midfielder Wilfred Ndidi scored and only also provided an assist in Leicester City 2-0 win at League 2 for Division side Tranmere Rovers in second division Carabao Cup. On Tuesday night, Kelechi Iheanacho also did not feature for Leicester as he was an unused substitution player. And Ndidi, let me talk about Ndidi, who came on in the 46th minute and also in the 5th minute, then turned the provider as his pass picked up Jamie Vardy, who finished off from close range. Ndidi has been in the news. Maybe might be joining Nottingham Forest before the transfer window closes. Now, another story says Super Eagles defender Calvin Bassey was missing in action as Fulham eliminated Tottenham from Carabao Cup. The Nigerian international was red-carded and Fulham took to draw against Arsenal in the Premier League on Saturday. Fulham took an early lead in the 5th minute through Mickey van der Ven's own goal. However, Spurs level parity in the 56th minute through Richarlison to send the game to a penalty shootout. The hosts held their nerves as they defeated Spurs 5-3 on penalties to zoom into the next round of the Carabao Cup. Still talking about football on the show, Angelino scored the winner on the night as Galatasaray claimed the Champions League group stage place at the expense of Molde after a 2-1 win in the playoff round second leg on Tuesday, while Braga also progressed on the phase. Galatasaray will now play Champions League proper for the first time since 2019 after securing a 5-3 aggregate victory over Norwegian Molde, leading 3-2 with the last week first leg. Mauro Icardi extended the Istanbul Giant advantage with a 7th-minute penalty. Eric Haystad gave Molde hope in the second half, and veteran Abesha threw he had leveled the tie only for goals to be ruled out for offside. Former Man United left-back Angelino made sure, Man City left-back, I beg your pardon, that Galatasaray qualification with an injury time strike. Braga 1-0 against Panathinaikos in Greece to secure 3-1 aggregate success. The Portuguese club, who impressed in finishing third in the Premier League last season, will play in the group stage for only the third time and fourth in 11 years. Bruma grabbed the late winner of the night to decide on Nevy's second leg. Suiza, the young boys, also moved through by staying off Israeli Maccabi Haifa 3-0 at home after a goalless opening game. For Paris, talk about the PSV Eindhoven host Rangers after a 2-2 first leg draw, while FC Copenhagen of Denmark and Royal Antwerp of Belgium defend 1-goal leads against Rostock, AEK Athens, respectively. We need to give all these results. We just might be trying to be pacey because of time frame. But, culture demands that this news come your way, so you need to get updated. Let's talk about Man City, wrapping up the show. Man City striker Erling Haaland scooped the PFA Player of the Year award on Tuesday after his stellar first season with a treble winner. England and Aston Villa star Rachel Daly won the women's prize voted by fellow players organized by the Professional Football Association. The award salutes the best male and female player in English football in 2003. Beg your pardon, that was 2023. Now, Haaland enjoyed a stunning debut season for City, hitting 52 goals in all competition as Pep Guardiola's side went on to win the Premier League, FA Cup and the Champions League. The 23-year-old saw off competition from teammates John Stones, Kevin De Bruyne, as well as former Arsenal pair, Bukayo Saka and Martin Odegaard from also Tottenham, also striker Harry Kane also on the verge. Now, Bayern Munich Saka, Bayern Munich player Harry Kane is now a player who we should not be talking about so much in the league, but he got involved. Then for Bukayo Saka and Martin Odegaard, good news for them for playing for us now and getting up to this point. It's a very okay one. Saka was voted the Men's Young Player of the Year, while Chelsea Lauren James picked up the Women's Award. Daly and also James were key performers for England in their run to the Women's World Cup final, which ended in a defeat against Spain earlier this month. Daly also scored 22 goals in the Women's Super League last season, and also a remarkable achievement for a player who featured at left back in the Lionesses' successful Euro campaign in 2022. The 31-year-old beat off competition from Sam Kerr, a Friedemann, Gruler, Rating, Gaj Gaboni, Show, and Onau Batso. And that's all we can give on the show, talking about the Voice of the People Television Sport Right show with Kizike. It's a whole lot of talk point, amazing time with you on the show. It is a Wednesday, but I hope to return back for you on a Thursday to keep you updated on this show, just as it remains my objective. But for now, I'm signing out. Stay with us here, don't go anywhere, because we've got a whole lot of interesting programs coming your way shortly. My name is Kizzy K. Bye-bye for now. Peace out.